Hello everyone, welcome all of you. So this is the part 3 in our session 6, and in this we will see about relational operators and equality operators. So both these operators are very important as interview point of view. So it looks easy, but there are some tricky interview questions, okay, that you may face in the interviews. So I will be covering all these kind of questions in this session. So let's start. So in relational operators, there are these four operators. Okay, so this is greater than, then less than, then less than equal to, and greater than equal to. So most of these operators we apply for the two values. Okay, to compare two values. If first value is greater than or second value is greater than, or it is greater than equal to or less than equal to. So let's see how we can compare, how we can use it for different data types values. So very simple example, let's try to compare two values first, two integer values. One is less than 2. Okay, so what will be the output? 1 is less than 2, so it should be true, right? So answer should be true. Okay, if I apply 1 is greater than 2, then simply we will get false. Okay, so as a result, when we apply relational operators between two values, we will get a boolean result. It can be false, it can be true. So we are comparing the two integers. So if we try with some double value, okay, so you can compare that as well. Okay, false. 1 is less than that value, that's why we got false. So if we try to compare integer and let's say alphabet, so I'm comparing alphabet A 1 with alphabet, so what will be the result? So as I already said in the previous sessions, when we are dealing with the characters and we are comparing it, the ASCII value for the characters will be comes into picture. So ASCII value for small a is I think 97. So here 1 greater than 97. So 1 is not greater than 97, right? So we should get false. Okay, this is how it is converted. The ASCII value for this character A, okay, is 97. So 1 is compared with 97, so 1 is less than 97, that's why we got false. Then if we try to compare with character, so if I try to compare A with A, okay, so what will be the output? In this case also both are same, right? There is no difference between these two, so we will get the false. And even though if you apply greater than equal to between these two characters, what will be the output? Right, true. Means A is greater than equal to, means it is equal, so that's why we got the true. And if we apply for some other alphabet, so B, so B's ASCII value is 98. Okay, so 98 is greater than equal to 97. So if we see what will be the output, here we got true. Okay, so 98 is greater than, or if it is equal to 97, right? So it is greater than, so that's why you got the true. So you can apply these relational operators between integer values to compare integer values, double values, then character data type also, right? So these are some important interview question. You may face this type of question in the interviews, comparing integer and characters like that. Then let's try to compare some other. Let's say I am comparing one text, say testing. I am comparing it with testing. So I have two string values and I am trying to compare it, right? So you can see here we are getting the error. Operator greater than is undefined for the argument types java.lang.string, java.lang.string. So you cannot apply relational operators for string objects or string values. You cannot apply relational operators for string objects, or you can say values. Okay, so you can compare two string or two objects with the help of relational operators. It can be greater than, less than, or less than equal to, or greater than equal to. You cannot apply it. Okay, so important point for the interviews. And one more point is, if I try to compare some boolean values, so I have one boolean value is true, another boolean value is false, right? So both are these boolean values. There is no relation between these boolean values. They are at the same level. Okay, there is no value is greater than some other values, so both are same. That's why we are getting the error. Operator greater than is undefined for the arguments boolean comma boolean, so you cannot apply uh, relational operators for comparing boolean values as well. So this is also important point for the interviews. Boolean objects or boolean values. So similar to this, if I apply one more relational operators, means I have three values. One is greater than 2 and it is greater than 3. So if I try to compare like this, it is still giving error. Even though all these three values are integer, still it is giving the error. So I will tell you the reason. It is showing operator greater than is undefined for the argument types boolean comma integer, boolean comma integer, right? So why it is showing boolean means it will start solving this expression from left to right, right? That we have already seen, left to right. So first of all, it will solve 1 is greater than 2. Okay, so for this expression 1 is greater than 2 is false, right? So we will get false here. So false greater than 3. So one value is boolean, one value is integer. So how can you compare these two values? Okay, so there is no relation between two values, so you cannot compare with the relational operators, and that's why we are getting here operator greater than is undefined for the argument types boolean comma integer. Okay, so if someone asks me in the interviews, don't go in hurry for answering. So we have more than one relational operators used in the same expression, so that's why you need to solve it from left to right and then decide. So if we do for this, so same expression 1 greater than 2 greater than false. So here also we are getting false greater than false, right? So also just we have seen that we cannot apply relational operators for boolean values also. So here also we will get the error. So there is one more thing I need to show you, that if we try to compare objects, so here we have compared string objects, string values. So if I try to compare objects now, so I have two objects. Let's say string s1 equal to new string. Okay, I have, let's say, test, and I have another object for this string class with reference s2 and same content. Okay, so as we have seen here that s1 and s2 are two different objects. So how can you compare two objects using relational operators? Can you compare it? So let's find out. So if I try to compare s1 less than s2, so this statement is meaningless. Okay, so we are comparing the objects, we are not comparing the values of the objects, we are directly comparing the objects. Let's say if you try to compare two students, one student is, let's say, Sam, and one student is having name Tom. So if you try to compare it like Sam is greater than Tom, so this statement is meaningless. But if you try to compare Sam's mathematics marks are greater than Tom's mathematics marks, now this statement is correct, because you are trying to compare two properties from these objects, you are not directly comparing the object itself. Okay, so you can compare their ages also. Sam's age is less than from the Tom's age, so this statement is meaningful, but you cannot directly compare two objects. Okay, so this is also one of the example for interviews. And even though for the same class, so this class is our operator 3, so if we create object for this operator class, so operator 3, let's say o1 equal to new operator 3, so I have this object and I will create another object for this class, and if we see if we can compare it. So here if we try to compare object 1 greater than object 2, okay, so still it is giving the error that this operator greater than is identified for the argument types test dot operator 3 tests dot operator 3. So you cannot compare two objects of the class. Okay, you can compare their values, their attributes, but you cannot directly compare two objects using the relational operators. Okay, so these are some important questions for the interview point of view. So otherwise it is very easy concept. Okay, so you just have to remember some this boolean point for the string objects, right? So if you apply multiple relational operators, so that expression you need to solve, and this will give the error. Okay, every time it will give the error. And okay, so that's all for these relational operators. Okay, small concept but very important. Okay, so next concept is equality operators. Okay, equality operators, equal to, and this is not equal to. Okay, so most of the time we try to compare two values if it is equal or not. For example, for equality operator, let's try to compare two integer values. Let's say 1 equal to 2. So what will be the output for this statement? 1 is not equal to 2, right? So we will get the false result here. So okay, we got the false, and 1 is not equal to 2. Okay, so what will be the result? So this time we should get true, right? 1 is not equal to 2, that is fine. So another similar to the previous case, we will try to compare character. So character A equal to 2. Okay, so as it is a character, ASCII value for A is 97. So 97 equal to 2. Okay, so this statement is false, so we will get false, right? Then if we try to compare two characters, so I'm trying to compare A with character A, then these two values are same. So what will be the output? 97 is equal to 97, that is true. And if we try to compare small a with capital A, then what will be the output? Okay, false, means 97. So we have capital small a is 97 and capital A is 65. So 97 and 65 are not equal, that's why you got the false. Okay, so this is about integer, then character. Then we will try to compare two string here. Okay, so I have one string testing equal to testing. Okay, so here I am trying to compare this string object. So what will be the output? Okay, so here we got false, true. Okay, let me comment this. So to understand this, let us create two objects for the current class. So we have created two objects. Let's say string s1 equal to test. So I have this object, and then string s2 equal to this test. Okay, so if we try to compare these two values now, s1 if it is equal to s2. So as I said, equal to operator will be used to check the reference. Okay, it will compare the reference for the object. So where these objects will be created in the SCP, and in SCP duplicates object will not be created if the content is same. So one object will be created, and both this s1 and s2 will point to that object, right? And if they are pointing to the same object, then the value of s1 equal to s2 should be true, right? So here we should get true. I will explain more in detail about this concept in the string session. Okay, string is very important concept in the Java, so I am going to cover that in detail. But as of now, just overview that if you create two string like this, okay, string s1 equal to test or s2 equal to test, then a single object will be created as content is same in the SCP, and s1 and s2 will point to that single object, and that's why we got this result as true. Okay, and if I created object like this string, I have s3 equal to new string, and I have, let's say, automation. Okay, and similarly I have second object s3 and s4. So this is also having same content as automation, but in this case, as we have used the new keyword, so every time you use a new keyword to create an object, a separate object will be created. So here we will get two separate objects, okay, having content same, but these are the two separate objects. So if we try to compare s3 will point to the automation object, this is separate object. s4 will point to the separate object, so they are not pointing to the same object, and that's why if we try to compare these two, s3 and s4, then we will get false result, right? So s3 if we try to compare with s4, so they are pointing to different objects, so we will get false. So if we run this, we will get the false. Okay, I hope this is clear between this string and this string. So here difference is new keyword. So if you are using the new for creation, for object creation, a separate object will be created. It doesn't matter, the content of that object will be same. Okay, but as you have used new keyword, compulsory a separate object for that content will be created, and that's why if you try to compare the references using this equal to, then you will get the false. Okay, so I think this is all about equal to or not equal to and relational operators concept. I hope this session will help you before you go for the interviews. Try to remember some of the important points that I covered related to the relational operators for the boolean values for comparing two objects, or using the equal to operator for the different stream concept. Okay, different scenarios. So if you don't understand anything from this session, you can add in the comment section or send me an email on edgeautomation09@gmail.com. So thanks for your time, guys. I will see you in the next video soon. Thank you.